At first glance, Roblox feels completely safe. Bright worlds, simple avatars, and endless fun. But the deeper you go, the more something starts to feel off. Not everything is as innocent as it seems. Behind the fun are strange glitches, weird events, and moments that leave players confused or even scared. So what's really going on? Let's break it down. When a game turns against you, one of the most unsettling experiences players talk about involves games that suddenly stop behaving normally. Imagine entering a simple Roblox world. Nothing unusual at first. You walk around, explore, and everything feels fine. Then suddenly, the environment changes. The lighting becomes darker. The sounds become distorted. The game starts lagging in a way that feels intentional, not like a normal performance issue. In one example, a player explores a basic world and finds a massive pit. At first, it looks like just another part of the map. But once they jump in, everything goes completely dark. The atmosphere shifts instantly. Strange messages begin appearing in the chat, referencing unknown entities, and the entire experience becomes chaotic. Moments later, the game crashes, or worse, appears to lock the player in a broken state. While this might sound like some kind of advanced hack, the reality is usually much simpler. These experiences are often scripted events created by developers to surprise or shock players. However, the way they're designed can make them feel far more dangerous than they actually are. The myth of account deletion. One of the biggest fears players have is losing their account. And some Roblox experiences play directly into that fear. In certain games, players report seeing messages like "account deleted" or "you are not welcome here." The game might freeze, remove the usual interface, or prevent the player from exiting normally. To someone unfamiliar with how Roblox works, this can feel very real. But here's the truth: a Roblox game cannot actually delete your account. These messages are fake interfaces, visual tricks created by developers to simulate something scary. While they can definitely feel convincing in the moment, they don't have any real control over your account. Still, the psychological effect is strong. When your game crashes right after seeing a message like that, it's easy to believe something serious just happened. The pink screen of death mystery. Another strange phenomenon players have reported is something often called the pink screen of death. This glitch shows up mostly on mobile devices, and when it happens, it's hard to ignore. Instead of the normal game view, your entire screen suddenly turns into a static-like mix of pink or purple colors. It doesn't just look like a normal bug, it looks broken, almost like your phone itself has crashed or been damaged. Naturally, a lot of players panic when they see it. Some immediately assume their device has been hacked or that something malicious has taken over the game. But in reality, that's usually not the case. Most of the time, this is just a graphical error. Mobile devices, especially older or lower-end ones, can struggle to handle complex game environments, lighting effects, or heavy scripts. When the system fails to render things properly, it can result in visuals like this. So while it definitely looks scary in the moment, it's almost always just a technical issue, not someone hacking your device or your account. When games get hacked. There are also situations where entire Roblox games seem like they've been taken over. Players enter expecting a normal experience, but suddenly everything feels different. The map might look distorted or completely changed. Strange symbols or messages start appearing. Sometimes even the developer's name or game branding looks unfamiliar, as if someone else has taken control. One well-known case involved a fashion-style game where the entire environment was altered. Instead of the usual gameplay, players were dropped into a version of the map filled with unusual visuals and unexpected changes. A random username appeared, almost as if that person was responsible for everything happening inside the game. But what's really going on here? In most cases, this isn't a full-scale hack like people imagine. It's usually an exploit, where someone uses tools or vulnerabilities to temporarily manipulate a server or game environment. These changes can look dramatic, but they're often limited to that specific server session. Once you leave the game or the server resets, everything typically goes back to normal. It feels intense in the moment, but it's rarely permanent or dangerous. Creepy hidden experiences. Some Roblox games are intentionally designed to feel unsettling. Developers sometimes create hidden areas, secret events, or unexpected moments that change the entire tone of the game. You might start playing something simple, only to discover a hidden room with strange messages or eerie sounds. In some cases, these secrets don't even reward the player. Instead, they exist purely to surprise or confuse. For example, completing a challenge might unlock a hidden area, but instead of finding something valuable, you're met with a message that feels almost like a joke. Something along the lines of, "You wasted your time." It's a reminder that not everything in games is designed to benefit the player. Sometimes, developers just want to play with your expectations. The illusion of haunted games. Another popular idea in the Roblox community is that certain games are haunted. Players claim to see figures without usernames, unexplained movements, or strange behavior that doesn't seem tied to any real player. These stories often spread quickly, especially when combined with late-night gameplay or eerie settings. But when you break it down, most of these moments have logical explanations. It could be a player using invisible name settings, a scripted NPC designed to appear randomly, a visual glitch causing characters to render incorrectly. However, the timing and presentation can make these moments feel much more mysterious than they really are. Old Roblox footage and why it feels so strange. A lot of the most disturbing clips come from older versions of Roblox. Back then, the platform looked very different. Graphics were simpler, animations were rough, and sound design was often inconsistent. Combined with low-quality recordings, this creates an atmosphere that feels unintentionally creepy. When you watch these old clips today, they can feel like something out of a horror game, even if nothing unusual is actually happening. That's why many creepy Roblox videos seem more intense than they really are. It's not always about what's happening, it's about how it looks and feels. The truth behind dangerous games. You've probably heard warnings like, "Don't play this game will hack your account," or even, "This experience will break your device." But in reality, Roblox has strong security systems in place, and individual games don't have direct access to your personal data or account controls. That doesn't mean everything is completely risk-free, but most of these extreme claims are exaggerated. The actual risks are much simpler and usually come down to user behavior, like clicking suspicious external links, sharing your account details with someone else, or trusting unknown players too easily. In most cases, the games themselves are not the real threat. Why these moments feel so real? The reason these glitches and strange moments feel so intense comes down to psychology. When something unexpected happens, especially in a space you normally consider safe, your brain reacts instantly. It tries to make sense of what's going on, often jumping straight to the worst possible explanation. A simple glitch starts to feel like a hack. A scripted event suddenly seems like a virus. Even a visual error can make it feel like someone else is controlling the game. And once that idea settles in your mind, everything that happens next begins to feel more believable, even if there's a perfectly normal explanation behind it. So next time something weird happens in Roblox, don't panic. Most of it isn't as dangerous as it looks. Just stay smart and don't trust everything you see. If you want to be smarter every day, like and subscribe.